Good morning, Card My Yard folks. I am here with your first training session, and the training today is going to be on managing your notifications tab on your Facebook business page. So I hope you guys can see my screen. That is the most important part here, is that you can see my screen and you can see as I'm navigating through what we are going to be doing and how you can manage your notifications tab. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. Promise to keep you guys to 20 to 25 minutes so that you can get out right afterwards. You can get on and practice all of these things. Feel free, if you are at your PC while you're watching this, to jump on your own Facebook page and navigate through while we're looking through all of these things. A couple things that I do want to cover is not only managing your notifications, but also utilizing the things that are left on your page for possible posts and additional content that you can use for your Facebook status updates, anything that you might want to share. Okay, so when you get this e-blast, I do want to remind you that there are going to be some additional resources at the bottom underneath the video. Make sure that you click on those links, look through that information. There will always, on all of these trainings, be some additional information under the video that you can use for further follow-up. Feel free to share that with anybody that you would like. And then there might also be some additional resources on each of those articles or links that you can share and or sign up for newsletters, etc., to keep yourself forward on everything that is happening. As you guys might know or might not know, reviews have now changed to recommendations. So you can no longer leave a star rating on someone's page or establishment. If you visit Chick-fil-A tomorrow and you check in, it will ask you if you're going to recommend that business or location. It is no longer going to ask you to review that and give them a 5-star rating or a 3-star rating or whatever you might choose. So do be mindful of that. You will now receive recommendations and not reviews. And let me show you where you guys can find all of that information. So if you're looking at your screen here, of course, I am logged in as myself, my personal profile. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to grab one of the pages that I know I have some promotions running on so that I can show you, if you were to be running a promotion or a paid ad, boosted post, anything like that, how you can further maximize the use of that. We will talk about that in another training, but I want to give you some things that you can look through in your notifications. So we're going to go to one of the pages that I manage. And we are going to go here to our notifications tab. As you can see here, each page has a notifications tab. If in any of the further trainings I tell you to access the settings tab on your business page, you can find that here. And that is not going to show up if you are on your personal account. Okay, so you have to make sure that you click through to your business page and click on the settings tab if we look at that in the future. But here on my notifications tab, it's going to bring up all of the notifications that have come into my business page. These will be separate, of course, from your personal page notifications, but only when you are on your PC. When you're on your mobile device and you're logged into just the regular Facebook app, you are going to see your personal notifications on your page mixed in with your business page notifications. So do be mindful of that. So here you can see people have commented on our photo. People might have shared it. People have reacted to it. What I want to do here, and I recommend that you guys time block. So each day for about 30 to 45 minutes, usually during the lunch hour, because that's when I can find time to do it, I time block to just do social media. I turn my email off, I close my door, I sit down at my PC, because that's the easiest way to manage your notifications, and I go through each one of these notifications just to ensure that I'm seeing what is coming into my page from outside users. So comments like this, I will click on this post. Now this is a boosted post. As you can see here at the bottom, I take that back. This is not the boosted one. I apologize. If there was a boosted post here, you would see that this would be deactivated. You would not be able to reboost something that is already boosted. And you would see engagement and reach here. Now, because this is not a boosted post, but there are still comments, I want to make sure that I'm managing these, that I'm going through and putting additional pictures, maybe some follow-up. At the very least, guys, you want to always, if someone has liked, if someone has commented on your page, you want to at least go through and like those comments. So I'm going to go through here, very important thing that you guys notate. So depending on how you arrived at your notification, my biggest note of advice here is that you go in on your actual page the way that we did, and you look at your notifications. If for some reason you have to be on a mobile device or you have arrived there by some other type of notifications tab, do note that you need to make sure that you are on the correct account when you are liking and commenting. I've seen it very frequently that people are on the wrong account. Maybe they're on their personal account or they're on another business account that they manage, and they're liking and commenting from that. It is going to show as whatever account you are active under. So I want to make sure that I'm on the actual page. Again, that will show right here. So you'll be able to click on this button and change what you're commenting as or liking as. I want to make sure I'm on my own page, and then I'm just going to go through here and I'm just going to like all these comments. All these people have done, thankfully, fortunately, is they have tagged other people. If you are seeing that someone has replied, Mom wants to go there this Saturday before Rockport. Awesome, that's an opportunity for you to say, hey, if you'd like to book a trip, please feel free to reach out to me. If someone has commented funny things like, let's go, I always comment back, yeah, sure, we'd love to have you. Make sure that you call us to book a trip. Anything that you can do to interact with, this is great. Victor or Donnie has said only $110 per person. On anything where people are commenting, we want to reach back out. Here we reached back out and said, this is a group that took advantage of our sale. This is what they did yesterday. Here's some photos of it. Just more interaction that you can utilize here. I'm going through and I'm just liking all these comments to make sure that we are giving these people some reason to go back and see our name again, okay? Anything that we can like here, if anybody has commented on splitting the cost, again, we added more photos here to where we're having some interaction. This guy said good pictures. We want to write back and say thanks so much. Hope to have you in some in the future. Call us today to book. So anything we can do to stay top of mind for these people who might have commented, and for them also, guys, the main thing about managing your notifications is you do want people to see that you are actually active on your page, that this just isn't a page that slaps up pictures, slaps up solicitation messages, and does not respond to people, okay? The more response, the more interaction that you can get on your business page, the better. So we're going through here and just, like I said, liking all of the comments, people that have tagged other people, let's do it. And then if we were wanting to write something here, like, thanks for all your comments, if the post is suggestive in nature or has asked for feedback, i.e., comment below with your thoughts on this subject. Always make sure that you go back in underneath all of the comments that others have made and say something to the effect of, thanks so much for all of your recommendations. We plan to use them in the future. Or we really appreciate you guys interacting with us on our post. Just something to where all of these people, as you know, it works just like your personal page. So if you comment on something and then 10 other people comment, you get a notification each time someone comments. Now, sometimes that can be annoying, but as long as we're just writing back and saying, hey, we're here, we're looking at your comments, we are noticing that you guys are interacting with us, and we're thankful for it. Okay, so that's one way to manage these notifications. I do want to also notate for you here, this one's going to be a little bit hard, so we're just going to go through a couple of them. But as you can see, 69 people have shared this image. Guys, that is huge. That's great. For something that is not boosted, to have that many shares is awesome. Nothing probably that I did on my part. It's just this guy was offering a sale. So that's probably the main reason why this got shared so many times, people wanting to book maybe prior customers of his. But these 69 shares, what we always want to do on shares, guys, is we want to go in, and anybody who has this set to where we are able to see their share. Now, if someone has their page set to private, you will not see their share, just because that's the way notification settings work on a private page. But these people must all have their pages set to public, or they are another business page. What we want to do is we want to go through on all these people who have shared our image, and we want to say, thanks so much for the share. People go, man, this takes so much time. What I like to do, because it makes life a whole lot easier, is once I post this, I'm just going to Control-C. I'm going to copy that. And on each one of them, I'm literally going to go in, like this guy has it set to where you can't comment on his shares. So all I can do is like it. Here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, copy paste. Same thing here. like, copy, paste. Makes life very easy, but all I want to do is make sure that I am thanking these people. Thank you so much for sharing my image, because if I would have had to pay for that, guys, I would have had, honestly, to pay for them to share that, for them to see it with their newsfeed and their friends. So takes just a second to go in. Like I said, make just a message that you can copy and paste for everybody. If someone does write a specific thing on there, like so excited, can't wait to be going, or it happens to be a sponsor of yours, a partner, someone who is a prior customer, try and make it more personal. If it's someone who has interacted with you, this person, great example, babe, when you do this for Valentine's, we might say something like, since it is a girl that is commenting on this, actually, I take that back, it's a guy that's commenting, we might want to write back, who wants flowers when you can have a boat full of fish, and then like Valentine's fish fry. Something fun, something to where they know that we are interacting with them, and they see that message come up. Okay, so that's managing your shares. Guys, on anything that anybody has shared, I always go back in and thank them for sharing. Especially, this is an important one, especially if it is another business channel that has shared. Oftentimes we say, well, businesses are competition, we don't want to share anything. Sometimes you'll get chambers sharing things, you'll get associations, maybe another business that provides some type of, maybe the stakes for your yard, for your signs. Go in and thank those people. Always make sure you pay patronage to other businesses that have liked and shared your things. So that's managing your shares. Another super important thing here, okay? As you guys might know, Facebook now sends you a notification that says something to the effect of, these people have liked your post, but they have not liked your page. Go in and invite them to like your page. You guys have probably seen that, right? That means I'm going to click here on these 707 people who have liked this post. For some reason, because maybe of those 69 shares, or because maybe they saw it on a business page, they have not liked my page, but they saw my post. That is the perfect opportunity for me to not have to buy additional likes on my page, right? I don't have to do a page promotion. I'm getting free likes if I go in and I simply click on this invite button. So all I'm going to do with these 707 people, yes, I understand it takes a little bit of time, but it's free. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to invite all of these people to like this page. Now, that's going to send them an invite that says, thank you for liking Bae Fishing Fort O'Connor. We would like for you to like their business page as well. If they dismiss it, guys, you cannot go back in. It doesn't show, it doesn't give you a notification that says this person has dismissed it. Go back and antagonize them. And does not show. They can simply, like you, when you get a page like request, you can simply decline or accept. When you accept, it does bring up that page and invites you to like it, okay? So once they've denied it, if they do deny it, you cannot do anything with it unless they, again, like another post of yours and you get another chance to re-invite them. But real quickly, you just go through here and you're just going to invite these people to like your page, okay? And as you can see, the more likes that you have on a post, obviously the more chances that you have to invite additional people. On these that you see invited, that means I have already gone in and invited those people. If they have already liked the page, it will show up as liked, as you see right here, meaning they in the past have already either liked something or they just went in and found the page via a natural search. They've gone in and found it and they've liked the page. Okay, so that's managing that notification. I do want to show you guys quickly how to turn your any post notifications into what I would consider additional posts that you can use. Meaning someone leaves something on your page and you want to be able to use it. And the quickest way to do this, guys, is through a review or a recommendation. Now, sometimes you don't get those, of course, near as frequently as you do other things. But if you are sitting there right now and you have not ever looked at your recommendations tab or your reviews tab, chances are you probably have something on there. You have some type of review that you can utilize. So the easiest way to find these, unless you see one come in, of course, as a notification, easiest way to find these is to go to your page, and here on the side, you're going to see a reviews tab. On that reviews tab, I am able to click on that, and I'm able to sort here on my reviews tab by the most helpful or the most recent. What I always like to say is, of course, you don't want to share a review that was from 3 years ago because that's not relevant. And if you don't have any, I always recommend that in some way, shape, or form in your communication with the customer, whether it be when you get done, leaving the signs in the front yard, or once you receive, the invoice back. However you communicate with that customer, always, whether it be via email, text, whatever, ask them to go review you or recommend you on your page. Something to the effect of, are you happy with your services? Click here to recommend. You can put that in an email signature. You can put that in an email. You can put it in a text message. You cannot, of course, put a link in a text message, but if you were able to send them an email and say, hey, go here to review me. The easiest way, guys, because we underestimate the value, or we underestimate the ability of our users sometimes and their Facebook knowledge. So don't do that, because people don't sometimes know how to get to a recommendation. They go, how do I do that? I'm not sure how to even get there. What I tell people is you can embed a link in your email signature or in just a regular email. Do something to the effect of click here in your email. You're going to highlight that, and you're going to right click, and there's a button that says link or link text. What you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste this, because this URL right here takes them directly to your reviews page. Meaning I can go in here then and I can leave a review for this person, okay, or a recommendation. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on most recent, and I'm going to see here that thankfully this was on October 29th, so not super recent, but still within probably 6 months. I say don't go longer than about 6 months. I could take this review now, and because it's Testimonial Tuesday, which I'm actually going to, because it's Testimonial Tuesday on Facebook and on Instagram, I can take this, and all I do is, we've already loved it. Now, I recommend, because when people see this on your page, they're going to see if you've done anything with it. I recommend a quick response, like, thank you so much for your great review of our services. What I like to try and do, some of these people have their privacy settings to where you cannot tag them, but it's always good to try. So if you do @ and you start typing in Josh Gill here, if Josh Gill has this set to where I can find him here, which it looks like he's private, and I can't find him because I don't see the same profile picture. Good way to match people to make sure you don't tag the wrong person. Josh looks like he has his privacy settings to where I can't tag him. That's okay. I still want to mention him by first name, because when I share this, I want it to look personal. Thank you for your review of our services, Josh. Oh, look, he came up. Good. So I can tag him. So that's going to send him a notification then. Hey, Faith Fishing Port O'Connor just shared your review on their page. So I'm going to say thank you for our great review of our services, Josh. We hope you tell your friends and family about us and book another trip soon. And I'm going to leave that as a comment. Now, after I've already left my comment here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to share this. And I'm going to say share to a page, which of course is going to bring up my selection of pages here to share to. Facebook's not loving me this morning. Brings up my share to a page. And of course, if you manage multiple pages, it's going to bring up the things here. If you did want to share it to your personal timeline, say you've made a personal relationship with this customer, or you're utilizing your personal page for business and solicitation, which is okay, and you want to share this on your own timeline, see that you have that option here. You can share this on your own timeline. You can share it on a friend's timeline. Maybe you have a friend that is looking to maybe use your services but is kind of unconvinced, and you get a really great review come in. Share this great review and say, see, I told you people love us. Or here's just a little third-party testimonial to make sure that you know that we're a great service. However you might want to share that. Share in a group. If you are in a, of course, the owners group probably wouldn't be the best place to share this because it's all the same customer, but maybe you're in a neighborhood moms group, or even an online garage sale. Guys, those are a great resource. Share this in a group and say, if anybody wants to contact me for services, I'm a franchise owner in this area, love to be able to earn your business. Or in an event, if you have an event coming up, maybe you have, you're a home builder and you have a showcase of homes and you want people to be able to come out and look at your product. Not as apropos for you guys services, but if you did have an event that was showcasing things, or maybe you guys were setting up at a vendor trade show, great place to share that. Share it in the event post for that vendor trade show and say, here's what other customers have to say about us. We can't wait to see you at our upcoming event. Okay. Here, this is going to be on a page you manage, which is what we want to do. And we are going to share this to our business page. Okay. And we're going to say hashtag Testimonial Tuesday. We love happy customers. here at, and I always recommend that you guys tag your own page, okay? Reason being, it helps with SEO. So if someone is in the search engine and they're searching for that, if you have tagged yourself, that post will come up because it's public on a public page, right? The other thing that does is that lets anybody who might see this post as someone else who shares it, say that Josh sees this he gets his notification, he goes, that's so cool that they shared my review. I'm going to share it on my page. We want as many possible opportunities for someone to quickly be able to get to our page as possible. Meaning I'm going to tag myself here, and I'm going to start typing it in, and here it should come up. We love happy customers here at Bae Fishing Fort O'Connor. Did you know we are running a spring sale right now? So this business just happens to be doing 25% off if you book by a certain date, okay? And that information is found easily on our page or on our website. So I'm going to mention that in the post because I want someone to see that might be looking at Josh's page or might see us in the news feed. Did you know we are running a spring fishing special right now? Head over to our website or our business page to find out more. Thanks. And then again, I'm going to thank Josh, and we might not be able to tag him in this because of the fact that it might not pull him up. We're going to try here. Like I can't tag Josh here. It's not bringing him up on this one. Chances are, because of course we are not friends, that I can't tag him on this, and oh, there he goes, he came up. So sometimes, as you see, testimonial proof, that you just have to wait sometimes for a little while for the right name to populate. But it should, our phones and our computers are way smarter than us, it should auto-populate the person's name here. So I'm going to say, thanks, Josh Gill, for the great review, or the great recommendation. Again, we want to use the right terminology. That's my fault there. I'm so used to seeing reviews. Great recommendation. We can't wait to have you back again. And now I have taken care of my Tuesday post. If you guys have 25 reviews on your page, you technically, unless they're super dated, have 25 weeks of an every Tuesday post. Solved your problem there on posting, okay? And what we're going to do here most of the time is I like to check in the city in which that the business is. What that does is that geolocates on your phone. So if someone happens to be in the city and they've checked in any way, shape, or form, it will geolocate any business or service that has been mentioned as part of that city. So I'm going to go in here, and because these guys fish out of Port O'Connor, I'm going to put that as the city. And I'm just going to say post here. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring that up now on my page. And as you can see, if we go back here to our home page, it's going to show here on our page as a review that we just shared, okay? And the important thing about this, I know in my talk, for you guys who were at the card for it last year, I did mention don't do text posts. Don't ever do something without a photo. Because of the way this appears here as an image where it shared his review, it's perfectly fine to not attach a photo to this, okay? You do have the ability to, so if I had a really cool photo of Josh and his trip, that would be even better to share that along with it. But you can just send that here. The other cool thing that it does is it allows anybody who anybody that sees Josh's review. Now, not everyone will have this option. It looks like Josh has this set to public, meaning anybody can message Josh. But anybody who sees this review and goes, you know, I'm just not really sure about this business. I need further information. I know Josh gave them a good review, but I'm going to reach out to Josh and I'm going to say, hey, did you really have a good time? Or where did you stay while you were there? They have the ability to click right here and message Josh and ask him any questions they might want to about our services. Okay, so another great thing about sharing reviews, especially if it's someone who is operating on a public business page or public personal page. Okay, so that's another notification. Again, like I said, if you click on the notifications tab here, guys, you're going to see all of my personal mixed in with all of my other businesses that I manage. So the one way to quickly get to your own notifications tab for that business is to go here and click on this notifications tab. Okay, we don't want the little bell up here. We want this notifications tab. And what I want to do is that, quickly just want to go through here and I want to look at, again, these people shared our post. We'll be going back in and saying thank you for sharing our post. Another association shared our post. We definitely want to thank them. Comments on our post, we want to reply to those. if there's anything else in here that comes up in your notifications that you are able to utilize. Now, if you mention yourself, of course, that's going to come up here as well. But anything you see here in your notification, something that someone has shared, something that someone has liked, these are all opportunities for you to share a post, share a review, but make sure that you're spending some time in your notifications tab. Super important. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up because I know that you guys have a lot of probably notifications to look over and to get busy on. If you have any additional questions, there is a box at the bottom of these e-blasts that go out that says for you to ask additional questions of me. You can reach out to Amy and the ladies at Card My Yard, and they can put you in contact with me, and I'm happy to help you guys with additional questions that you might have. Maybe your notifications aren't coming up correctly, or you're having some trouble maybe doing those on your mobile. Again, remember, if you are on your mobile and you are managing your notifications, especially if you are replying back to people or liking comments, make sure that in that little circle that shows who you are interacting as, you are interacting as your business page, okay? We want whatever business page they've left a comment on, we want to make sure we interact as that business, okay? Super important, don't interact as your personal, interact as your business. Okay, coming up on February 19th, so we are bi-monthly, which means every other week. On February 19th, we are talking about promoting your page, okay? Which is different than a boosted post or a paid ad. It is basically getting your page out to more people so that they can see it. We're going to talk about picking your demographics. We're going to talk about how you go about doing that. Talk about changing your cover image and your profile picture to where it displays the way you want it to, and then also changing your about section so that when that person in the newsfeed that matches your demographics happens to get that ad about your page delivered to them, it showcases some type of call to action or whatever you might want to show as the key to your business, okay? So thank you guys for joining. I hope you found all the information that I gave today helpful, and if you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to the ladies and ask for my contact information so I can help you. Okay, look forward to talking to you guys in a couple weeks. Again, February 19th, and we will talk about promoting your business page.